Hello everyone, JK Origami here. Today I'm going to teach you how to fold my origami palm tree. So this model is, I'd say, an intermediate level, and I really like the way it looks. It has coconuts and palms, and it even has a base, and if you fold it really well, you can actually get it to stand. And of course you could put it upside down any time, but I think it looks a lot better this way. So to fold this model, I would recommend tissue foil, 15 by 15 centimeter or bigger, with green on one side and brown or gold on the other. I picked I picked gold because that's all I had, but I think gives it a good style. But I would say brown would look just as good, and green, of course, for the leaves. So want to learn how to fold it. Well, I'm going to teach you with a 15 centimeter kami with green on one side and white on the other. So let's begin. So start with the green side up, and we're going to fold in half both ways. We're starting with the square base, and I've already made the pre-creases for that, so I'm just going to show them again. So fold in half both ways, crease sharply and precisely, then flip the model over to the brown side and fold along the diagonals, both directions. Okay, once you've done that, you're going to flip the model over so the green side is up, press the middle so the sides pop up, and hold the model like this so you have corners pointing towards you and out to the sides. And now you're going to pull two of the sides inward, like that, and then you're going to squash the top layer, giving you the square base. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to, first of all, make sure you have your 4 points facing towards you, and your 1 point is up here. So you're going to take this edge, one edge, and bring this edge to the center line. It's difficult to see since I use white paper on one side, but you get the idea. So it looks like this. Okay, and now you're going to unfold, lift the layer up, and stick your finger inside like this, and squash. Looks like this. And now you need to repeat with the other 3 sides, and it's not difficult to do, so I'll show it again. You have to fold this edge to the center, crease sharply, unfold, lift the flap up, and squash, like so. Okay, then you fold it back over, and flip the model over and repeat. So this edge to the center, unfold, open it up, like that, fold it over, fold this edge to the center now, and unfold, lift the flap up, and once again squash. So now you have something that looks like this, almost like a little hat. Okay, so now what we need to do is, we need to bring this point down to here. Now this is going to be a very difficult fold, especially if you're using Kami. But you want to do it as best you can, line it up as best you can, and like that. You want to crease sharply, but you don't have to go too sharply, you just need reference. So okay, now it's going to want to come up. Now you can push it back down, except for the first layer, which you want to come up. So you're going to lift this up. So these 2 points you want to bring up. Now you'll see this paper here, these 2 little layers are conflicting. They don't want to go. Oh, sorry, wait. Let's see. Oh, my mistake. I have to fold one of these over. Okay. You want it to be even. So now I have 2 on this side, 2 on that side. Okay. So now I'm going to fold these 2 back up and these 2 down. And now I have this paper in the middle here conflicting. So I'm going to stick my finger in this side, right to the point, and kind of open it up. And I have this crease right there. I'm going to align that with this center crease, like that. And this point there should be touching the corner between these 2. And repeat on the other side. So squash, open it up, and make sure it's right to the point, and squash, and it should line up. Okay, so crease sharply, and once you've done that, flip the model over and repeat. So this time, you're going to pull these 2 down, and then you can just pull this paper, pull the top edge as far down as it'll go, like that, and like that. Then it should look something like this. You can let the other edge go up so you can squash it a little bit better on this side. Yeah, and then you're good. Now you need to unfold both these flaps, turn the model in, like that, flip it over one, and on the back, flip it over again, and make these triangles come back down. Use the existing crease and fold down again. Now we're back to step 1. The paper's conflicting again, so we have to, again, line up the central crease with the middle line, and the corner should touch this corner. And again, on the other side, there we go. And then we can fold that back up, flip it over, and bring these 2 corners down as well. So now we can fold that back up, and we're done with this step. So you can fold the corners back down again. And now we're going to take this edge on one layer and fold it to the central crease, like that. And the crease should also go from right there, from where that line ends, to the corner down there, and it should also line up with that. So many reference points, and like that. So now you're going to unfold, and I'll zoom in again to get a better view. So we're going to be focusing on this part right here. So where we have that crease, we're going to lift it up along the rest of the crease, push in right up to the corner. Now you want this crease here, you want to mount and fold it underneath, like that. And now you're going to squash. We're going to squash it down, and it should look like this. So this edge, this mount and fold here, should align with this edge, which it does. And then this part in the middle should come down a little bit. So now it looks like this. And now you need to repeat on this side. So again, only one layer. Fold it right to the center. Okay, unfold, lift it up, and remember the references. You push this part in, make the mount and fold right there, like that, and squash. You can adjust the creases a little bit if it isn't perfect. Mine is actually really good. I don't usually do such a good job, but there we go, it's nice. And now what you need to do is you need to fold this edge back up, flip the model over, fold this edge down, whoops, yeah, like that, and repeat on this side. So fold this edge to that center. Let's see, you want it to line up, good. Okay, unfold, reverse, make the mountain fold, and it's not very good there. Okay, there we go. Squash. Okay, and one more time here. And there we go. We've done the next two. So I can fold this back up. And once again, we have to fold 1, 2 edges over. Oh, whoops, yeah. 2. And flip the model over again. 1 is all you need. Then you can fold this back down. And flip it over again. You can fold this back down. And now you repeat with the last few. So you fold this up to there, like so, and reverse, like that. And up here this time, we're going to fold it to the center and not very precise. Unfold and squash, like that. And flip it over and repeat. So, fold, unfold, open it up, squash. And the last one, like that. So, something like this. Now we can fold this side back up and this side back up, and we're done this step. So I'll zoom out now. Okay, there's good. So now it should look something like this. So now you'll see we can't open up this side, or otherwise we'll damage it. So just make sure you don't try to open that up. It shouldn't open. So again, make sure you have an even number on each side. So I have 2 there and 2 there. So my flaps are even. And now we're going to do the next step. This is going to help make the leaves. So you see, if we're going to take this edge and pull a little bit, you see we have this part here. Actually, I'll zoom in. So the flap is like this, and we pull, and it stops here. We're going to make a crease right there. So pull the flap as far as it'll go, and make the crease. And now you can unfold and repeat the other side, but don't go past the middle, because you don't need to. So there, now we have 2 creases, and make a rabbit ear by collapsing them both at the same time. And now you can squash to that side, squash to this side. There you go. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take this entire flap, this edge and that edge, and you're going to pull it up, making a crease that connects corner to corner. So there's the first corner. There's the second corner. And crease very sharply. Now it looks something like this. So unfold, and now what you're going to do is you're going to open up the layers, and you see we have this triangle right there. And we're going to crease, making both folds, mountain folds, and we're going to fold again on these valley folds and squash it down like that. And then you can fold it side to side, and there we go. Now the next thing we have to do is we have to kind of open it up a little bit. You can kind of unfold the creases and pull this flap out and refold the creases like that, and this edge won't lie flat, so you squash out to that side, like that. And then you can flatten to the side, like that. Now we need to repeat on this side, so open up the creases a little bit, pull it out, squash again, and make that crease there. So okay, now you can fold it to the other side again, make a new crease, get it nice and sharp. Now, we're going to take this edge, fold it so that it goes right to the bottom there, and right up to align with that line. You should already have a crease, but if it's not precise, you can make it a little more precise. So it should look like this. And then you're going to use the existing creases you already have and open this part up and squash. And this green should end and the other green should start like that. So now, this step's a little tricky to show, but you're going to take this edge and align it with this edge like this. Like that. And then you can unfold. And now you're going to make a petal fold like that. So basically inverted. And now you're going to lift up, basically stick your finger under the green layer and pull the entire flap down until you can squash it. So like this. And it should look something like this. So now we need to fold this flap over the other way and repeat. So I'll show it one more time. You have to fold this flap down. I'm going to make mine a little more precise. Then you have to open it, squash, lift up, bring this edge to that edge. That. Invert it, so, and lift up the green layer and keep squashing until it'll go. Then it should look like this. And you can just fold the flap off to one side, and then you can flip it over and repeat. So I'm not going to show it, and again, if you want to see it, you can look back I think it's 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes, and you can rewatch it. So you're going to repeat it on this side, like this. And if you want to go really quick, you can go without the pre-creasing, which I'm doing now, but I wouldn't recommend it, especially if you're using foil. But yeah, so okay, let's see. So okay, once you've finished doing the next side, you're going to find the middle here, open it up, and same thing on this side, and open it up and flatten. And now you're going to repeat on this side and then this side. So okay. Yeah, you want to make your creases as precise as possible so the model looks good. And yeah. Alright, I'm almost done this side. Alright, there we go. Okay, and the last side. So this is one of the most difficult steps, by the way. And we have one more difficult one right after. And then the rest of it is pretty simple. So don't fret. Okay. Okay, there we go. Now I'm finished all 4 sides. And it should look something like this. And as you can probably tell by now, these are going to be the palms on top. So now we have to do a step that involves opening up this middle part here. So as you can see, it won't rip now, but you have to be gentle when doing this. So you're going to open up one of the sides like I was just doing, and you'll see you have this triangle. You're going to gently start at the corner, push it in a little bit, like that, and squash. So you have a little green line right there. And now what you have to do is, you have to take this edge up top. This one isn't done very precisely. So you can see this edge, this part here overlaps it a little bit. Let me just see if I can quickly fix it. Just so I can show it more precisely. Okay, there we go, that's good. So you see we have this. We're going to take that edge and align it with the middle line. So the way you can do that, there are a few references. I'll zoom in. The reference is, it goes from this point, and this point down there, which is over here, will stay in line with that line. So, like this. And there are a few other references. This part here will align with that, and the crease will go along with that part. So you can crease strongly. And now, the last crease you have to make is along this one. So you see you have this line that lines up with that. Then you have this one. You need to make a crease on there, like that. So crease sharply on all layers and unfold. Now you can unfold this layer as well, and you'll see you made this crease and that crease. Now we need to repeat on this side. So fold from this point and align this point with the center. So like that. There we go. Looks like that. And again, fold along there. Like so. Okay. Now this next step is the tricky part. So we're going to kind of unfold this green part a little bit. And now we're going to fold both of these at the same time. But we're not going to fold all the way. We're only going to fold up until this intersecting crease. So fold them both on both sides. It's a little tricky to do at the same time. But, okay. So then I'm going to pull this out. And then you want to kind of squash it down. So fold them in, hold them in, and find the corners here. And you're going to pull this a little bit and squash, like that. And then it should lie flat like this part, like that. But now this part won't. And what you're going to do is you're going to push a little bit and make a crease from this point to that point. So pull as far as it'll go, there, and squash. So there we go, like that. And on this side, push it in, pull it out, and squash. So now it should look like this. It was a pretty difficult step, but this one turned out pretty precise, and I think it looks okay. So this is going to help. This is going to be your coconut, by the way. So once you finish that, as you probably can tell, you need to repeat on the other 3 sides. So flip it over, and I like to even it out, so I'll open up this one. And it doesn't want to open. There we go. So, yeah, you have to continue. And again, I'm not going to go into detail since this is a long and pretty difficult step. So you can go back to the first one if you need assistance. Okay, and then what you can do is you can open up for this part to even it out. You can open up that one and go right to the other side and open up the next one, just to even it out a little bit so that it's easier to work with. Okay. Okay. There we go, done 3, and the last one. And I'm just going to say, the more precise you make this part, the better your coconut will turn out. But if the middle part of the coconut rips, if this part here rips a little bit like mine just did, don't worry, because that part doesn't show in the finished product. So, it's okay. So yeah, here we go. I'm almost done. There we go. I'm done this part now. So, okay. And look, the model looks a little bit awkward now, but don't worry. It gets better. So, again, I'm going to hold the model like this, kind of lift up this part. Find this top corner there, and from there, or you can even go a little bit lower, about where this edge meets this crease, and just fold this part in. You want to go most of the way to the bottom, but leave about 1 centimeter if you use 15 centimeter paper, but otherwise just a little bit, like that. And I'd say a little more than a finger space. And then repeat on the other side with 1 layer. And you can use the same references like that. And up there. And then it should look something like that. Oh, sorry, I'll zoom in a little bit. And something like that. And you see you have the middle line, so you want to fold these 2 edges up just a little bit so that they don't go over the middle line. So, okay, there we go, that's good. Something like that. You don't have to be pretty about it because, like I said, this part's not going to show. So now you can flip it over and repeat. So, okay. And now what you want to do this time is you want to find what you did on the other side. Kind of put your finger there on both sides so that you can make a precise crease. So there we go. And now you can just use this side for reference. There we go, good. And again, you need to clear out the middle. That. And now you can open up the last 2 and repeat. So, okay. See, let's find that part. Now it's easy because the crease will just line up with the crease on the other side. So, like that. And then you can fold a little bit over and a little bit more over like that. And flip over and repeat. Now you can kind of see the trunk taking shape too. Okay, so now it looks like this. Okay. So what we're going to do now is to hide this, we have to do something very simple, but it's a little tricky. We're going to kind of, from the top, we're kind of going to stick your finger in and open it up. Now, when you open it up, since there are 8 sides, there's something you have to do. You see how you have this side, when that's clear? You want to push that through, and on the other side here, you have this part, which has these flaps in it. You want to fold it off to one side on the inside. And then here is another flap, and then this one, you want to fold inside off to the side there, like that, basically hiding it. And then this one is the next one, and you want to hide this flap and this one, and then hide, and you kind of got it down now. And the trick to locking it, is you need to push this part in along the corners. So once I have this, and once I fold this to one side, I'm going to push this part in, like that. Now it's locked. And then I need to kind of pull it out a little bit, so I can push the whole thing in. And I'm going to fold this side off, push it in. Fold the next side, push it in. Fold the next side. I need to unfold it a little bit so that it can be pushed in. Okay, pushed in. And the last one, there we go, pushed in. Okay, so now you can see it's a little bit more locked than it was before, but there's still one more step we're going to do to help. So you're going to take, actually, I should probably zoom out. Okay, that's good. And now you're going to take this edge, pull it closed, and fold it to the center. But can't go all the way, so you're going to let a little bit curve at the bottom to give it a bit of a curve. And the same thing at the top, let it curve out a little bit. There we go. And do the same thing with the next side. So find the middle, take the side, fold it, curve it, and curve it. And do the same thing on the other two. So curve it, fold it, curve it. And this is again why it's best to use the foil, because this doesn't hold shape very well for me, as you can see, and it just looks like stump. But if you do it properly, you see, it comes, see, it would be like this, but it comes to the side, and then your stump gets a bit of spin, and then you can stand it. So on this one, I'll try to get the stump so that I can stand it. Yeah, there we go, it's coming, you see? Yeah, okay. This is about as good as it'll get. Can't shape it very well, but I'll show you how to do the rest. So, when this is closed, which it should be for you, you're just going to fold this edge out and this edge out, and you have a coconut. And you can kind of open this up a little bit. Yeah, you see mine's a little bit better now, but you can see kind of what it looks like. Then you do the same thing with this side. So I'm going to hold it closed, and I'll fold the coconut out. And next side, fold the coconut out, and the last one. Okay, so now that we have the coconuts, we're going to work on the branches. So the trick now is, we're going to take this edge and bring it up about like that. And you can squash these two edges up. It's fine, so it comes down a little bit. It's fine. And you kind of want to bend it, especially with foil, so that it sticks out straight. And then you can push this part in, and now you have a leaf. You can shape it a bit more if you'd like. I like it actually a lot like this. That's what I did, as you can see. And I like the look of it. And now that's the other problem with using kami, because you can't really shape it. But again, I'll show you again. You need to fold this edge something like that. Open it up. You can fold it back a little bit. Pull this part over, make a bit of a curve. You can shape it a little bit more again, and there you go. And repeat with the next side. There we go. And the last one. So yeah, I'll do my best. Yeah, there, that's not bad. It's not bad. Okay. So looks something like this. It's not very good like that, but you got the basic idea. And I spent a lot of time shaping this one, and it turned out really good. I could still stand to do a bit more, but these two aren't bad. And as you can see, they should, yeah, they both stand. There we go. So yeah, please tell me how you enjoyed this origami, and if you liked the video, please click the like button, and make sure to subscribe for more cool creations. Thank you, and enjoy.